Hi everyone, welcome to Byte 3 of the Shanika series. Today we'll be talking about sale or disposal of undertaking. So the concept of undertaking exists under the Companies Act, under the listing regulations, as well as the Income Tax Act 1961. When it comes to the quantitative definition of undertaking, it can be referred to under Section 180, subsection 1, Clause A of the Companies Act 2013, which states that if the investment of a company in an undertaking is more than 20% of its net worth, or the undertaking generates at least 20% of the total income of the company, then uh, this can be said to be constituting an undertaking. But what actually constitutes an undertaking has been dealt with under the Income Tax Act. So a business unit which has its own assets, its own liabilities, distinct or discrete from the company, can be said constitute an undertaking. So individual assets and liabilities alone would not constitute an undertaking. When it comes to the approvals required for disposal or sale of an undertaking, then it requires the approval of the shareholders by way of a special resolution. Additionally, for listed entities, the approval of majority of the public shareholders who are not in any way interested in the transaction is also required. Again, if the sale is being made to a wholly owned subsidiary, then the requirement of such additional approval is not attractive. Now, an interesting thing to note here is where a company decides to sell not the whole of the undertaking, but a substantial part, that is substantially the whole of the undertaking. Now, what is substantially the whole? Substantially the whole means 20% or more of the value of the undertaking. In that case, too, the approval of the shareholders by way of a special resolution will be required. So, say for instance, the company has several investments which constitute an undertaking, and the company decides to sell some investments, the value of which amounts to 20% or more of the value of the entire undertaking. In that case, that would also require the approval of the shareholders by way of a special resolution. So that was about sale or disposal of undertaking. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more. Thank you.